Today it's Thursday, September 19, 2024. Uncovering the engine today for two reasons. One reason is I get the coolant temperature sensor, a new one. There you go. And I receive the turbos. Give me a second to put the coolant temperature sensor in place and then open the box to see the turbos. There you go. Nice, not bad. Okay, I'll gonna see that later. Lovely. Why lovely? Because these are brand new turbos, like the previous one that I saw you. And that's the best case scenario, because you upgrade the turbine wheel on a brand new housing that does have any crack. It'll run colder than the stock one, than the factory one, and you have much more chances. Let's take it out. Actually, nothing to see. It'll gonna be brand new. Yeah. Turbos out. Now, inside of this box, I'm gonna put the old turbos that I have down over there. This belongs to the customer, to the owner. Okay? So, keep the box, keep the packaging, keep also the nylon. Like I said, brand new turbos. What more than this you can ask, right? Now, these papers, it's supposed to be the balancing of the shaft, compressor wheel and turbine wheel. And if I have to guess, this is supposed to be RPMs, 50,000 RPMs and 100,000 RPMs. Okay, this for the serial 67, this for the 68. It's supposed to have a tag. Lovely, beautiful, excellent. Then there is also this tag. Okay, I don't know where to put it, to be honest. All right, let's open the turbos. This goes back to the owner. This one. It's gonna be nice to have a sticker. It's not gonna be bad. Yeah. But this is gonna happen only if the owner, he doesn't want it. If he doesn't want the owner the sticker, then I'm gonna give it for me. Let's open the nylons. And that's how does it looks like the turbos. One thing that I will gonna like to do is put the cap here, put also the cap here for the actuators, just in case. Here we can see that this is serial number 68. All right. And here's the serial number 67. That means we have the right turbos according to the papers. Papers are there up. All right. This is for the humidity, for the moisture, to don't come rusty. It's good touch, it's not bad. Lovely. Excuse me. Now, one thing that I would like to do, there is nothing wrong with that, there's no problem, okay? I'm just saying, this small hole here, from where it's breathing the actuator for the wastegate, I'm turning it down to don't pointing up, because you see how it's rotated, how it is the turbo, okay? So this hole, I'm turning it and I'm making it pointing down here to breathe from down, not from up, because if you have any water, if you have anything, let us say whatever you're gonna fill here, it's gonna get sucked inside, because from here it's breathing, from here it's the vacuum, from where it's actuating, that's sucked inside like this, and then when this rod it goes inside, it comes air out from here. All right? Or other way around? Other way around? No, sorry, it sucks air inside. Yeah, other way around. It gets sucked air inside from here. From here is the vacuum from the solenoid, from the boost solenoid, and then when it's returning back again, it's sucking inside and comes out from here. Yeah, just this small hole, you can do it. You could just open the safe from here. You remove the two M6 10mm nuts. You turn it 180 and you bolt it back on. The same thing also from this side. Not pointing up. It's gonna work fine. I'm just saying this is what I'm gonna do. Then, once again, I have to burn the wax that has inside to don't F me up, because we're gonna make one small modification. Alright. The turbos, like I said, it's a brand new. Are brand new turbos. Alright. Gently, don't fuck up tassels. Yeah, nice and shiny. They never get warmed. You can see the flange here. Never get any heat, any temperature. And I put a bet that the wax inside is gonna be, yeah, like any other time. Never mind about that. Same thing from here. You see on the nut the balancing, that's missing material from here. That's nice. And the same thing we should see here. And they mark it. Amazing, lovely. Back over here, yes, you see that's missing material from the turbine wheel. And from this side, nice and gently. Yeah, it's missing also here. Nice, lovely, lovely. That's a good one. It looks nice and beautiful. We see the new studs here. It's missing one, but there is no problem. Nothing wrong with that. It's missing. One second. Let me place it down. I'm not gonna have any problem. All right. Talking about this one, there is nothing wrong with that. I already have actually the studs, and here we have 1, 2, and there is another one third here, and from here it's passing the M8 13mm bolt. Nothing wrong with that. And I even have the old one. And definitely I have the old ones. This one that comes here. Obviously I'm not gonna use the old ones, I'm just saying. This is for the owner. I'm gonna use the new ones. Now, there will gonna be one small difference. Like I said, I am gonna mount the turbos, but I'm not gonna use the new nuts, because they're not gonna be for final. I'm not gonna use these nuts. I'm gonna use the old nuts, and I'm gonna torque it down only 5 Newton meters, just to stay in place. And I'm not gonna use also this, the safety for the nuts. I'm gonna use it at the end. I have a reason why, because I have to put the engine and I have to remove the engine 2-3 times, and I have to modify it, one area here, back, and from that it's not the first time. Yeah, it's not the fucking first time. Yeah. I'm gonna explain what's happening. When you give more fuel to these engines, to the M57 engine, you see you reach at one point that you have much more back pressure inside the manifold. You make much more torque instead of making horsepower. And then you reach at one point that you're raising the EGT and you cannot go more. If you remove the back pressure, you can make much more progress. I have mentioned that before. It's not something new, all right? You can do that on a rear wheel drive, but you cannot do that on the 4MATIC, because there is no space to do that on the 4MATIC. And that's what I'm gonna do. The studs are on. I already put it yesterday. I put them in place, all right? Standing by for the studs. I'm not gonna take the engine outside of the engine room without closing everything, all right? Let's put the turbos to show you installed on the engine, and this small update we're gonna stop here because standing by for the ARP studs. Yeah, that's the plan. Another one thing, to don't forget it, I want to get one measurement before I put the old turbos in that box. I want to get one measurement from the bracket here of the wastegate, from this pin to this side here, and the same thing also from this side. Write down in a paper. I have also the actuators for these turbos, all right? I'm not gonna touch these actuators, okay? And I have the other actuators, I have it over there, and I have already cleaned, I have washed, I have prepared it. I just wanna see the length. Since I have meant to flip this hole down, I have to open it also. just to see that it's gonna be okay and not gonna complain the ECU, just in case. Alright, it's much better to make the same travel as it was this one, and because I don't know this one how it is, to be honest. If it's more closed or it's more open, I don't want to have any headache, to be honest. And again, if there is any problem, let us say with the boost from the tune side, you can put again back how it came the turbos. It's not a big deal. One safety here, two nuts here, boom, you put back. Just if it's hot the engine, it's a big deal. If it's cold the engine, it's much easier. Yeah, let me get the measurement. Write down one paper. This is supposed to be the bank 1 and this is supposed to be the bank 2. Yep, yeah, right. Let me put them on paper and then continue. Turbos installed. I have here bank 1 174.91 and bank 2 138.83. It's corresponding to the 67 and the 68. All right. Now, I put the sticker here inside. I have put inside here the two stock turbochargers. This belongs to the owner, like I said. I'm gonna take it out. Let me take the box outside to put with next to the old parts of the owner's old parts. Okay, turbos, piece connecting rods, nylon bags. This is for the water pump. All right. I'm gonna keep, just a second, I'm gonna keep these two papers here with me until we finish, because if the tuner says to me that there is a problem, let us say with the boost or whatever, with the control of the boost, then I might put again, like I said, these actuators. Otherwise, I'm gonna put the stock one on the same distance how it is this one, let us say, to measure it again, to see the difference and adjust the stock one, not this one. This I'm not touching it. Now, what I like with these turbos, that's not been, there is no any color on the compressor housing. It's nice. I like it. I like it to look like a stock one, to don't see any difference, to don't be, like example, this color, okay? No worries. Now, is the biggest turbo upgrade? What in hell is that? One second, let me fish this from there inside. Now, is the biggest turbo upgrade? I doubt. I think that there is also bigger than this. What's the thing? The thing is that I don't have a clue how much flowing. And it's all about also the back pressure that you're gonna have. So it's not, if you're asking me, it's not that much important. Yeah. As an example, this, you see that this is much bigger, much greater. It has more blades, but again, it doesn't say anything. It's nothing. It's been proven, as far as I know, these turbos. All right, it's not been sponsored by any means. All right, I'm just saying. It's all about how much fuel and how much air you can pass through the engine. If you increase the airflow and you can supply with fuel, then you will see different results. And that's the plan, actually. Yep. Anything else? No, nothing else. Like I said, I use the old nuts. It's not been torqued down. It's 5 Newton meters only. And there is also one, the clamp here, it's not being clocked properly, and it's not letting you to put the socket inside to torque down this one, but there's no problem at all. I'm gonna clock it where it's supposed to be. Nothing wrong with that. You can just turn it counterclockwise and put it there inside behind, and to come this piece here at this point. It's gonna be fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing that I cannot handle. Anything else? Nothing. Nothing more, nothing less. I have to cover again the engine and stand by for the rest. I can put the brackets. I can put the engine on brackets. No, screw it, leave it. I'm not gonna put the oil feed or the coolant lines or the oil return line because it's pointless. I have to remove again the turbos. I have to mark the turbos before I remove it. I need to place it on the cross member, then put it on the car, make sure that's correct the position, make sure that I'm gonna have also clearance for the steering angle, from the steering shaft, sorry, that's the right one. Yep. Coolant temperature sensor back in place. Yeah. For this, what I mentioned regarding the back pressure, I'm gonna say, I was not willing to say anything. Why the fuck I'm messing with that? Why? And then I'm gonna give you a food to everybody to start comment on the comments. Let's go, as an example, you have 1.5 bar of boost on the intake manifold. And then inside of the exhaust manifold, you have 5 bar of boost. You see, there is a problem there. There is a conflict. This was an example. All right, that was just only one example. Nothing more, nothing less. You're gonna see later on. That's it for now. Small update. Turbos installed temporary. Standing by for the studs. And then I'm gonna set up the timing. And I'm gonna finalize all the rest. Anything else? No. Right? I don't forget anything. That's it. Over and out. Thank you.